Welcome to class, my marvelous mathematicians. It's Miss Kaylin here, ready to guide you through another lesson. Today, we are going to compare the take from 10 and counting on strategies you've been practicing to see, which is easier. Let's get started. Go ahead and pause the video now if you need to get your whiteboard and a marker for today's lesson. I'll be here when you get back. You're going to start by solving a problem all on your own. On your whiteboard, write 11 minus 9 equals blank. Now pause the video and find the total of 11 minus 9. I'll see you when you're done. Welcome back. What did you get? What is 11 minus 9? Did you say 2? If you did, that's right. 11 minus 9 equals 2. Fill in the blank on your whiteboard with a 2. Which strategy did you use? Did you take from 10? Or maybe you counted on. Or maybe you tried a different strategy. There are many ways to solve 11 minus 9. Let's try two of the strategies together and see if one is easier than the other. Go ahead and erase your board. Pause the video now if you need more time. First, we'll do the count on strategy together to solve 11 minus 9. Is this the strategy that you used? Great! Show me how to do it on your fingers. We're going to start with 9 in our head and count on 10, 11. How many fingers is that, mathematicians? 2. When we counted on, we saw 11 minus 9 equals 2. The count on strategy was fairly easy to solve 11 minus 9. Now, let's try that same problem again and use the take from 10 strategy. We'll use our fingers. We need to start with 11 fingers. So I'm going to put 11 fingers up. Silly Miss Kaylin, that's not 11 fingers. Mathematicians, I need 11 fingers. What can I do? Mathematicians, if I read your minds correctly, I think I heard you say we can use our imaginations. First, put your 10 fingers up. Do you have your 10 fingers up? Now, mathematician, how many more fingers do we need to imagine so that we have 11 fingers? That's right. We need to imagine one more finger. I want you to visualize or imagine one more finger right next to your 10 fingers. Now, let's take away 9 all at once. How many fingers do we have left? I see one real finger, but let's not forget, we have one imaginary finger left up too. How many fingers is that all together? Let's count. 1, 2. We have 2 fingers. When we did the take from 10 strategy, we saw 11 minus 9 equals 2. We got 2 again. Let's take a moment to think about the 2 strategies we just used. Which strategy was easier for you? Point to the strategy on your screen that was easier for you. Now, let's take away 9 all at once. How many fingers do we have left? 9 in our head. And count on 10, 11. Many of my students thought both were pretty easy, depending on the problem. So let's try another problem to see if one strategy is easier than the other. We're going to try another problem, and this time we're going to solve it 2 different ways. So to start, draw a line down the middle of your whiteboard. Pause the video if you need more time. Now, on both sides, I want you to write 17 minus 9 equals blank. Pause the video again if you need more time. On the first side, we're going to use the count on strategy to solve 17 minus 9. Pause the video now to solve. Welcome back! Did you count on like this? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17? I got 8. Did you get 8? Great! Let's record it. Record 8 on your answer line. Phew! It took much longer to count on that time. Let's try the take from 10 strategy now to solve 17 minus 9. And let's see if it's easier. On the other side of your whiteboard, solve 17 minus 9 using the take from 10 strategy. You can either use your fingers like we did, or you can do a drawing like you've been practicing. Pause the video now to solve. Welcome back, mathematicians. Did you solve like this? I have 10 real fingers and 7 imaginary fingers. I'm going to take 9 all at once. Now I have 1 real finger and 7 imaginary fingers. 1 and 7 is 8. So I know 17 minus 9 equals 8. That was much quicker to solve that time than the count on. What do you think? Which strategy was easier to solve 17 minus 9? Was it take from 10 or count on? Take a moment to point to the strategy that was easier for you. Take 9 all at once. Now I have 1 real finger and 7 imaginary fingers. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The take from 10 strategy was easier for me because I could just take 9 all at once. And I know 1 and 7 is 8. You did it! Repeat after me. My brain is great. My brain will grow. The harder I work, the more I'll know. Great job, mathematicians. You did a great job comparing counting on and take from 10 to make the problem easier. Now it's time for your problem set. You must do